Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Obstagoon in the Open Ultra League. Let's hop right into it. First game I met with a Skeledirge with my Cresselia, so I'm just going to swap right into my own Skeledirge, which we're going to be pairing it up with, and you've seen this Cresselia. Okay, we're going with the Cresselia again because it's just too amazing in the Open Ultra League. Alright, so they do swap into a Mandibuzz, which is going to be super effective up against my Ghost-type Skeledirge, but we do have Disarming Voice, so we do have a little bit of a fighting chance here, so let's see what we can do. Getting off the first one, getting off the second one here, and they let it go, which I would assume they would do, and then they're going to go ahead and farm me down, but I get to another one! Let's go, Skeledirge, putting in that work. Damn, this thing is good. Does it need a community day? Absolutely not. Does it need blast burn? No way. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Cresselia here to just kind of absorb everything that this Mandibuzz is going to throw at us here. Because, well, that's what Cresselia is built for. Just absorbing things, right? And spamming moves. Grass Knot is going to be a legacy move, and I do urge you to probably run that if you go into the Open Ultra League with it. Alright, so they're going to be bringing in their Skeledirge here. We still need to look out for Disarming Voice because we are dark, so that's why Skeledirge is so stinking good. The thing has so much coverage, it's crazy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put up a fight here. We didn't shield the first one. We're going to go ahead and do that for this one here. And we're able to get to another Night Slash here. Let's see what's going to happen. Do they want to let it go? And they do, going down. And we boost our attack, getting to another Night Slash up against their Ampharos here. This is going to do a lot of damage. They let it go, and we just about take it out with our Obstagoon. Incredible in just a few seconds there. And down goes our... Oh, both of them. Oh, yeah. Isn't that a sad story? Wow, what happened there? So, taking that loss. All right, let's keep it moving here. We're not going to go uncut for this whole video, just for the sake of time. Let's get into the next one here. Met with a Tapu Koko. All right, so it does have that new move, if I can freaking speak, Nature's Madness. But we get off the Grass Knot before they can throw it, so we're able to land actual full damage here. Cresselia just absorbing it, just absorbing it. Even if you're going up against something that you're weak against, Cresselia, it's a tank kind of a Pokemon here, so definitely amazing. It's not rank 1 for no reason at all. Down we go, but that's okay. We haven't used a shield whatsoever. We're going to actually let this Nature Madness go through so we can swap, do whatever we need to do, depending on what they bring in. Of course, they're going to bring in the counter. So we're going to go ahead and just throw the Shadow Ball. We still get a shield, getting their last one, swapping into Obstagoon, and they do have a... Oh man, that's Guzzlord in the back. Okay, so they're definitely not looking good in this position here. Obstagoon good against both of their last two Pokemon here, Ghost as well as Dark. So we're going to go ahead and go with Cross Chop. Now, it did receive a Community Day, which the move was going to be Obstruct. Now, I do have mixed feelings when it comes to this move here. It can be great. What it's going to do is actually raise your defense and lower your opponent's defense, but it does very low damage. And if you do go with it, you're more than likely going to be going with Night Slash, which is going to be leaving you with kind of, you know, little minimal coverage here. All dark moves with a counter, it's not typically too great. So I don't really like to run it. I'm just going to be going with the Cross Chop Classic, and that's as simple as that, okay? But again, Obstruct can be a great move, so don't just push it aside. Give it a shot, I suppose, and see what you can do with it. And it's also very nice when you do get shields, when people do put those up when you throw that. All right, next game, we're going to be leading with that Crest still, and we're met with a Giratina, and of course it does have Shadow Claw, so super effective right out the gate there with that quick move. We're going to be going for the Moonblast. They do shield that first one up here. Sounds good to me. Cresselia, we're going to go ahead and let it go, although they did build up to a potential Shadow Force. I was a little bit nervous about that, but we let it go, and it was a good call. So we're still looking good here. Getting to our next Moonblast, but they're going to be getting off yet again another charge move. That's their third one. Giratina Spam King over here. This thing is pretty good. Now, just wait until they do release the Shadow. That's going to be just another beast on its own. And you don't even need good IVs because it's not like you're trying to max it out, right? The altered form, you're just going to be powering it up for the Ultra League. So that's going to be something very nice when they do release that. All right, bringing in Obstagoon here. And we're just going to go ahead and let that go. As far as countering down, obviously that's not going to happen. So we're just going to go ahead and throw the Night Slash before they keep on spamming me here. And they're able to get to yet again another charge move with their Giratina. Damn thing just doesn't want to go down. They do have a Feraligatr, which is not going to be Shadow, so we don't have to really worry about too much damage, while the Shadow Claw is going to be massively resisted by the Dark and Normal type of the Obstagoon. Hydro Cannon, there it goes. Again, we don't have to really worry about those quick moves, but we do have to worry about some sort of a snipe here, so there is that to think about. They're getting to their next charge move, and we are, well, do we have any more shields? Well, we've got one more left. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring in that Skeledirge, obviously, because we have no other option. We're going to shield this up, of course, and they do have a Cresselia in the back. I would assume Grass Knot and Moonblast. That's why they backed out, and we had energy taking that win. Next game, we're going to be met with a... Oh, well, Mandibuzz, one of these tanks here. Okay, so this is the reason why I like to run Cross Chop, okay? Simple as that. It is going to be part flying, so it's not going to be taking all the affected damage from the fighting, but it's still going to be doing a decent amount. But at the same time, we're also not getting stabbed, and we're not shadowed too, so there is that to consider. So we'll just go ahead and let all these go. Another aerial ace here. Okay, sounds good to me. And you're going to be, I don't want to say you're going to be surprised by the results of this here, but it's going to be pretty close. Getting to the next Cross Chop, which will take out the Mandibuzz, I do believe. And yeah, we're taking that win there. So there you go. Bringing in Swampert, we get to the Night Slash. I think I get a boost off of this, as a matter of fact. Oh yeah, I do. I get the boost for a couple of counters, and down we go. So that Swampert has a lot of energy built up here, so we're going to go ahead and bring in the Cresselia yet again. Just an absolute monster of a tank to just absorb everything here. So we're going to go ahead and let these go. Hitting me with an Earthquake, hitting Desperation Mode. Now we're going to go ahead and go for the Grass Knot here. Getting their first shield. Sounds good to me. Getting to the next Grass Knot, they're going to be catching. I do believe this is not very effective here. Oh, it's just neutral Cresselia. So we're going to build up a bit of energy and then swap into our Skeledirge. Now, I do believe this does have Future Sight. All right, there you go. So now is the time to kind of almost run Future Sight on your Cresselia because of the damn Skeledirge lock-in that you do get. I mean, this son of a gun can just farm you up. I wouldn't say completely farm you down, because you're going to be able to do it pretty good amount of damage before it actually does complete that. Plus, it would be kind of a complete waste, seeing that it's going to be just stacking up on energy on top of energy, right? So Future Sight, definitely something you want to probably go with. Skeledirge getting to the Disarming Voice right in the nick of time to take out that Swampert yet again. Let's go. Skeledirge is an absolute beast, but we were still holding onto a shield. All right, we have a mirror match. Folks, what's going on here? We have higher attack, or we just hit it first. I don't know what's going on. Let's get it. And they're letting it go. Sounds good to me. So we're going to absolutely let this go as well. It's going to be very effective. They didn't go for the Cross Chop. They don't have it there. Maybe they have Obstruct. And we're going to be taking that win. No shields have been used. Going for our Night Slash up against that Poliwrath. Yes, I know. Bad call. Should have went for Cross Chop. I get it, but that's okay. We screwed up. We're all right. Going to go ahead and move on with our lives here. And we have the Cresselia up against the Poliwrath. We're going to go ahead and go for the Grass Knot. Moonblast is going to do quite a bit, but Grass Knot is just a little bit better at this point. We're just going to keep on spamming that. And we could potentially see a shield, so that's why we're going for it. Taking out, almost taking out the Poliwrath. We swap into the Skeledirge to farm them down. They retreat with literally 1 HP and a bit of energy. I'm not too sure if they have a charge move ready to go. I wasn't counting there, but they do bring in a Talonflame. We're going to go ahead and get their shield here with a Disarming Voice, and we successfully do that. Fan-freaking-tastic. Love to see it. Shielding up their charge move there and going for the Shadow Ball because we're trying to maintain this. We don't know if it has Fly or not, or better yet, Brave Bird. And we're using our last shield yet again. It's okay. We need to do this. The Poliwrath's counter is not very effective, so we don't have really too much to worry about. And we'll take them out with an Incinerate and Skeledirge. Let's get it. Next game, what are we gonna see with this Obstagoon lead? A Poliwrath. Horrible lead. Horrible lead. So we're gonna go ahead and swap into the Cresselia, and they bring in a Feraligatr. Great. We love to see this here. because we do have Grass Knot. So we go ahead and throw that. They shield it up. Sounds good to me. We're going to let this go. Hitting me with a Hydro Cannon. They might have Ice Beam, maybe. I would assume they would probably go for Crunch if they did have it. Shielding up another Hydro Cannon on the Cresselia. Wow, getting a little desperate over here. Going for the Grass Knot. Well, oh, that was our first one. Never mind. Got a little confused there. All right, shielding up one Hydro Cannon, and what's this going to be? Another one, of course it is. We survive it barely with no HP. A Shadow Claw is going to take us out right after this, or a couple. Well, never mind, like 4. Great, now they're built up on energy. That's not good for us here, so we're going to go ahead and bring in the Obstagoon, of course, because we don't want to bring in the Skeledirge. And they do have Ice Beam indeed, which doesn't make sense. They should have just went for Hydro Cannon, okay? No offense, I'm just saying, you know. When you have an opponent that is neutral damage, unless you are anticipating a swap, I could say that's probably what they were doing. Anyways, we have our Skeledirge out here up against the Tapu Koko, and we're looking absolutely amazing. We're going to go ahead and let this go here. Nature's Madness, and they did lower our attack, and what we're going to do now is just completely spam the Disarming Voice. It's just a little bit better over the Shadow Ball, okay? You're going to get stabbed from the Shadow Ball, but overall, Disarming Voice is going to be better if it is going to be super effective. And we take that win there, looking good. Next game, leading with Obstagoon, met with what? Oh, a fighter, again. Oh, what do you know? No algorithm. No algorithm. The people that say get good, I want to see what you look like. The people that say get good. Like, first of all, learn English, dumb shit. Okay. What do you look like? I'm not going to get into details here, but they do swap into Cobalion. We do have our Cresselia out here in the battle, hitting me with the Stone Edge and just barely tickling our underbelly. No problem at all. We can let another one of these go. Easy money. We can let another one go. And another one is no big deal. Going for the Grass Knot to get the shield, or to take them out. My bad. They were low enough to take them out with that. And we're back up here against the Virizion. Man, we're in a great position here because we do have Skeledirge. They hit us with Leaf Blade, which is an indication they probably don't have Stone Edge. So we don't have to worry about that with our Skeledirge. All right, so the Cresselia just putting up a fight. Absorbing charge move after charge move. Bringing in the Skeledirge, and they're absolutely screwed here. They do swap to catch. What did they swap into? Oh, a Tapu Finn. Very nice catch. So we do have 2 Pokemon that are going to be kind of weak against Tapu Finny. Okay, very good. Very good. So what are we going to do here? Well, Obstagoon doesn't give a damn, kind of like Wolverine. It just kind of keeps fighting and going. You know, you just keep attacking it, and you're like, why isn't this thing just dying? Well, it's Obstagoon. If you don't have Farrier fighting, you're screwed. So get out of the way and just lose, pretty much, right? So let's pull out those Wolverine claws and take the damn win up against our opponent here. All right, let's keep it going. Getting a little silly with it, folks. Oh, we got an extra huge Machop. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, next game, we got a few more for you here. We got a Feraligatr, Obstagoon. This sounds good to me. Shadow Claw, not very effective, so we don't have to worry about that. Non-shadow, so we don't have to worry about all that damage. But then again, if it was, they would be taking extra damage as well. Going for, of course, the Night Slash here. And we get the boost! We get the boost! But we can't stay because they do swap into a Togekiss, which is the perfect opportunity to bring in our Skeledirge. But we do have to look out for Ancient Power. That is going to be super effective. We're simply not going to let it... Yeah, we'll just let it go. I was going to say not let it go. I misspoke. Look, this is off the cuff talking here. There's no script, so if I screw up a little bit, forgive me, okay? I'm just going off improv. All right, so we're going to be up against the Feraligatr here with our Cresselia. This is something you want to see. Yeah, this is a good matchup here. Getting to the Grass Knot. I mean, Shadow Feraligatr could put up a fight, so just keep that in mind. So down they go. They have 1 shield left. And Charizard in the back. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Obviously, we're going to let this go here. Blast Burn, not enough. Not quite enough. Cresselia is just a nuisance tank. They shield up the Moonblast, which is leaving them vulnerable here for the Obstagoon to just free reign, attack them with that Night Slash. Let's go for it. All right, so a Blast Burn at this point, I'm pretty sure would take us out. We shield up the Dragon Claw, and oh gosh, we have another shield left though. So a All about saving those shields. Hitting me with another Dragon Claw, going for the Night Slash. At this point, it's pretty much a wrap. And we're looking pretty good here. We take the win with the star of the show, Obstagoon, up against a flying type. Let's get it. So this was a random battle that I accidentally did. I was just throwing it into the mix here because I was powering up my Necrozma for the hearts. And I go up against the team leaders. And I accidentally went into Go Battle League. I started recording. It's a little late. There was a Poliwrath lead. They swapped into Typhlosion. So I bring in my shit Primate. Literally, it's not even 1200. Or 20, yeah, it's not even 2500 or 2500, right? Yeah, 1200, jeez. But anyways, we're looking good here. What's going on? Let's see if we can pull this win off. I literally almost just backed out. I was like, oh my gosh, I went into Go Battle League. What am I doing? All right, but we're going to put up a fight here. Shielding up that Hydro Cannon, unfortunately. Going for the Frenzy Plant, which is obviously going to KO here. And Shadow Venusaur holding it down for us. Let's go, buddy. Get into the Frenzy Plant. This is not going to KO, but it's going to do a lot of damage here. And simply enough for us to Shadow Claw down with the Necrozma. We accidentally went in here with a garbage-ass team into the rig system, and we still won. Let's go. All right. Next game, this is, I do believe, going to be one of the last ones. Maybe have one more. Up against the Greninja. This is going to be from today here. We're going to go ahead and let this go. It's going to be a Hydro Cannon. Yeah, it's no problem. It's no problem. Counter's doing quite a bit of damage to that Extreme Glass Cannon. They're going to be shielding up the Cross Chop. And we're getting to the next one. We're absolutely going to be shielding up this Hydro Cannon here. And that's what it is. Fantastic. Could have went for a not very effective Night Slash to bait us out, but they're both costing the same. And they did switch to catch on their Feraligatr, bringing in the Cresselia and getting to the Grass Knot before they can hit their charge move and getting their last shield. Let's go. All right, let's see what we can do here. So they did build up to about 2 charge moves, which is not going to be enough, unfortunately, for them with those Hydro Cannons. Even as a Shadow, getting to the Grass Knot, which is going to KO. But I realized I made a crucial mistake. They can bring in the Greninja and farm me down? Is that what they're going to do? Oh, they bring in their Giratina. They have a Giratina. Okay, so we go ahead and bring in our Obstagoon and just crossing our fingers that they do not have Dragon Pulse here. All right, fantastic. Hitting me with the Shadow Ball. We're going to go ahead and just take out that Pokemon. They just swap back into their old thing, their old Greninja. We're going to take it out here. Keep it going with the Obstagoon since we have such a massive resistance to that Shadow Claw. Hitting the Night Slash here. And what are we going to do? Catch! Oh, I figured they're going to throw Ominous Wind. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, Ominous Wind because we were so low. There's no need to throw a Shadow Ball there. And we'll shield this up. And at this point, we're just going to go for the Disarming Voice and take the win. And there you have it, folks. Obstagoon, an absolute beast in the Open Ultra League. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.